two beautiful sourdough bread here. Can you tell me the difference? Hey, what's up? Experiment time. 70% or 80% hydration. Which one gives you the best bread? Today, we are going to bake two sourdough breads from exactly the same method, but with one major difference: hydration level. This is the first video of this year. If you don't want to miss my next video, you can subscribe my channel. So, let's get into this, shall we? For any kinds of sourdough bread, have an active starter is a must. So check out the link for the recipe. For 70% hydration bread, we need 245 milliliters of water, 70 grams of starter, 7 grams of salt. Mix it with a spoon or your hands. Go ahead and add 350 grams of bread strong flour. Mix and bring the ingredients together. We don't want to knead it. This is my no kneading method. Check out the link to learn about this method. For the 80% hydration, everything is the same. But to bring the dough together, we need to wet up our hands because the dough is super sticky. Let both of them rest for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, 70% hydration dough look like this. Spray water on the surface, prevent sticking. And we just try to bring the dough together. Again, we don't want to knead this dough. With the help of the surface, try to round it up, like so. Into the bowl, let it rest for 1 hour. And this is how 80% look like after 30-minute rest. Again, wet up the surface, bring it on the surface, few slap and fold, just bring it together. We don't want to knead it again. Round it up with the help of the surface. As you notice, it's a bit stickier and it comes together not that easy. 70% hydration after 1 hour. It's almost smooth and elastic. And we give it one lamination. Spread the dough as much as you can. Fold it in and try to round it up again. Beautiful dough. Into the bowl, let it rest for 1 more hour. Back to 80% after 1 hour rest. The dough is a bit smoother, but it's sticky. Lamination. Bring the dough together, round it up. Beautiful. Into the bowl, let it rest for another hour. Time to give one coil fold to the 70% hydration. Even before this coil fold, this dough was ready. But we want to make sure we have amazing bread. 2 more hours rest to finish its bulk fermentation. Back to 80%. Give it a nice coil fold. Like the other ones, another 2 hours resting. Pre-shape time, start with 70%. From now, we try to be gentle as much as we can. Easily bring it together, round it up gently, and leave it on the surface for 20-minute rest. Do the same for 80%. This one is a bit sticky, so you can use a little bit of oil on your hands and your surface. Now, time to final shape. Bring your banneton. Shape the 70% dough. This is how I shape a batard. Into the banneton, let it rest for 15 minutes, then into the fridge for cold fermentation overnight. And shape the 80%. It's a bit sticky, as you noticed. Be very gentle. This bad boy also gonna rest 15 minutes and then into the fridge for cold fermentation overnight. If the dough wasn't firm enough, you can use a stitching technique, like so. The day after baking time, preheat your oven, highest heat. I'm gonna use my cast iron, 70% hydration dough. Score it beautifully. Trim your score if you like to. Bring the cast iron or Dutch oven, preheated at least 45 minutes. Transfer it into the cast iron, put the lid on, spray some water for maximum oven spring. Bake 20 minutes with the lid, and after 20 minutes, lid off. Bake for another 20 minutes. And this is the 70% hydration bread. Time to score our 80% hydration dough. On the baking paper, everything is the same. Score it confidently. Cast iron, transfer it. Spray of water. 20 minutes with the lid at 230 and 20 minutes without lid. And look at this 80% hydration bread. If you want darker crust, leave the breads inside the oven and turn it off. Time to watch and enjoy. The moment of truth. Let's check the crumbs together. Beautiful crust and beautiful crumb. Look at it. That's why I suggest rookie bakers to go for lower hydration, cause it's amazing. 80% hydration bread. The crust is amazing, super light and super crispy. And look at this gorgeous crumb. My choice for my home is 80% cause it's lighter and fluffier. As you notice, 70% is a bit smaller and more firm. 80% expand more and it's lighter. Alright, that was it. I always talk about hydration in my videos because choosing the right hydration is a bit tricky for rookie bakers. Invest on a good, strong flour and you can experiment high hydration bread. Which one is your choice? 70% or 80%? Let me know in comments. Like always, keep baking and take a good care of yourself.